Let's talk about my favorite Star Wars books. As a kid from the 90s, I loved Star Wars growing up. And as an adult, I listened to a lot of Star Wars books. After coming off the prequel trilogy, I think a great place to start reading Star Wars books is with Darth Plagueis. It does shatter a little bit of the mystery of Darth Plagueis the Wise, but I feel it adds more than it takes away. This novel goes into a lot of the intricacies of being a politician in Coruscant, and shows how the Sith were able to pull the strings from behind the curtain. The story of Darth Plagueis the Wise is a very compelling one, and is also the story of the rise of Emperor Palpatine. Next, we have the Fate of the Jedi series. Taking place in the future when Luke Skywalker is the Grand Master of the new Jedi Order, Luke goes into exile to find out what's happening to his brethren. Somewhere within these books is a genuine horror beyond your comprehension. This is excellent for people that want to know what happens to the Jedi Order in the future. And finally, the Darth Bane trilogy. I highly recommend the audiobook version for this read because it's read by the phenomenal Jonathan Davis, the man who can make any boring exciting, as well as quite a deep expansion on the world building of Star Wars itself, and taking place about 1,000 years before the first movie. Not only does this follow Darth Bane on his path of destruction, it also gives you a look into why everything is the way it is in the movies. Taking place 1,000 years before means that we get to see things developing early. I gotta say, the background details for these books was fantastic, as well as a fantastic A-plot. Once you've finished this trilogy, there's nothing else for 1,000 years, so don't get too attached to the characters by the end. What was your favorite Star Wars book? I'd rather not talk about Disney's canon because I always found the Legends canon to be so much better. It also has Mara Jade Skywalker. Taking Mara Jade Skywalker out of the picture and Jason Solo was, why would you do that? But why don't you tell me your favorite Star Wars book?